You ain't boycotting shit. Fucking freedom fries. How lame. What a lame ass thing to do. That's like saying the Willis Tower instead of the Steers Tower. Like, bitch, it doesn't work. Ain't nobody gonna fucking hang with that.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
But freedom isn't free. There's a hefty fucking fee.
This cat's fucking overstepping his boundaries.
Correct him quickly.
He's in my office fucking tearing shit up.
Correct him shining style.
Trying to make himself all comfortable in my space. Son of a bitch. Boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom.
Listen. Did you hear about the newest vaccine that they're pushing?
Oh, the freedom vaccine?
Yeah, man. That's fucking...
Oh.
It sounds crazy as fuck, man. I don't know.
Sounds amazing. Is that like DARPA? What is that?
It's DERPA. DERPA derp.
DARPA.
DERPA made that one. They worked on it at the... Coincidentally, oddly enough, they worked on it in the same factory that Chingy Tongs are made.
In the Super Soaker?
Yeah, it's such a weird combination of things that are made in this one spot, man. You're like Chingy Tongs, Super Soakers, and fucking freedom vaccine. Fuck. God, those Chinese are weird. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They're fucking weird, dude. God damn it. Fucking 2 soybeans and a grain of rice.
Oh, Chingy Tongs, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, Chingy Tongs, man. Oh, you know a Chingy Tong. Chingy Tong. You use Chingy Tong. You use Chingy Tong.
Oh, yeah, Chef Chingy Tong.
Yes, Chef Chingy Tong.
Chinese culinary master.
Yes, Chef Chingy Tong uses the Chingy Tongs to crimp the edges of his pot stickers, to flip the fucking shrimp in the fucking basket, to wok it up. He's walking the wok with that shit, and he's talking.
Twist the ends of the wrinkled grommet.
Totally, because you have to. It's imperative that you heat up the wrinkled grommet to a certain... You got to steam it to a certain temperature, and when it's at the just right fucking window of like within 1 or 2 degrees, you got to fucking stimulate it with the Chingy Tongs and shit. It's a whole thing. Well, you know how the Chinese are with the food. A lot of the Asian cultures, they like to make artistic something out of everything, so it's some sort of...
Yeah, they got lots of culinary secrets for sure.
Oh yeah, man. Some of them they should keep to themselves. Hey-oh! But the rest of them, the non-bat and dog recipes, I'm hip to it, man. Let's check it out. Cats, dogs, and bats. I don't want to eat any bugs and shit, man. It's cool. I don't want to have the crazy pink paste with the baby crabs in it, with the shells and the pinchers and it. No, I don't want that shit. I don't need to look my...
It's so good for you.
Yeah, well, I'll look... The only food that I eat that I'm gonna actually want to be like looking in its eye for any reason is like venison after I've taken a deer and shit. When I'm skinning it out, I'll check it out.
You'll stare it in the eyes.
I'll stare it in the eyes in an attempt to steal its soul and like absorb...
You'll take a big bite.
Yeah, and absorb its essence into me, and then I'll eat its heart.
That's very manly. And drink a cup of blood.
Yeah.
Fill a goblet.
Oh,
Silver
God.
goblet full of blood.
God. That's that shit they do to haze the newbies and shit.
Yeah.
Or, son, you've gotten to the age and shit, and then they see how far he'll get, how close he'll actually get to doing it. Like, no, don't eat that shit, man. No. It's a joke.
But in the movies, they do.
Yeah. Eating hearts. It's like, what the fuck kind of shit do you think we do out in the woods when hunting? That ain't it. Fucking gross.
Right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
I think I just saw something where they did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually had, I think it was Strider from Lord of the Rings.
Strider.
He was like being like a hippie dude, like in the Oregon coast, some bullshit. And they're all fucking off the grid, fucking crazy fucks. He's like raising his kids, and they kill a deer, and then they're like, oh, you gotta like drink the blood or some shit, fucking eat the heart.
Be gay about it.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? But I didn't watch the whole thing.
Check this out. Yeah, brother. How about some of that shit?
Who's that?
Take a wild guess.
Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Oh, you beautiful son of a bitch. No, it's not. It is. I'm on the drums and the rhythm guitar. Greg is on the bass. And this guy that we met, Scott Rooker, is playing the lead guitar. It's fucking tight. Is that it? Yeah. That was some stuff that we recorded at the Los Angeles Recording School. Fucking when we had that gig there for a couple of years where we'd be in the recording part, and they would do tours for the students, prospective students who were going to come in and take a look at the school, like the tour you took, except LA style, where it was like arranged and it was like these groups of people and shit.
Oh yeah.
And they'd go through the whole school, and then they'd finish in our room, which was the recording room. And we had like a big rectangle set with the drums were in there, and then in the control room, Greg would be in there with this guy Chris that we knew that kind of would be doing the engineering, and like Scott would be in there, or when we first started doing it, it was Greg and I and this young guy named Kerry who was playing the drums. And that was pretty cool, but he was from like a southern rock band and shit. And like LA is not a place that you would think of going to see southern rock in. consequently, his band, I don't think, stayed very long. But Kerry was cool. He was pretty good. He didn't mind playing in 3/4 time, waltz time, so that was cool. But he kind of fell off of that, fell by the wayside, and did something else. And then we switched it up to where I was doing the drums, and which was pretty cool because at first it was just Greg and I would. What did we do? I think he and I would play bass and drums together, and I would come into the control room and then start laying like tracks, like lay some rhythm and then just like a lead over that. And it never got these recordings never really got to the point of vocals because that's kind of like another separate kind of animal in a way. So they were just showing the basic recording process to these people coming through and taking tours. So for 8 hours a day, like once a month, once or sometimes twice a month, we would go and they gave us like, I don't know, $10 an hour or something, and then they fed us really well, and we would jam for 8 hours, and then at the end of the day, when we packed everything up, Greg would do a master like mix real quick, like we called them 5-minute mixes, but it was a quick mix and shit. He would put it together real fast, and yeah, so we did that for like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And then for a while we were doing that, it overlapped with the Musicians Institute, where we would go and we would do this live sound class where you literally jammed for like fucking 5 hours straight. Just keep playing, because they're all the students are taking turns fucking with the monitor and fucking with the mixer, the in-house like back of house kind of big mixer and shit, live sound stuff. That was pretty cool. But it was like, that would get exhaustive, man, because you would play every single fucking thing you know and could think of, and then have to start over again somehow. It was fun, though. It was cool. We had a good time. We don't have any of that live stuff recorded, but we did a lot of this stuff at the studio and shit.
So how many tunes you got recorded?
Let me see. One, two, three. Probably 18? Something like that. Probably about 18 to 20 songs.
Yeah.
From LARS, yeah. So we did it almost for 2 years. And we did go in on at least one Saturday, if not a couple, I think. And we went and recorded, like just fucking kind of went off and, banged out a couple things that were like really tracked out and fucking, stomping. It was cool. It was a good time. And like I said, we got paid and fed really well. They threw down with the fucking food, dude. At least LA style. It was really good.
Like craft service or what?
Well, kind of, sort of. They would get lunch delivered, so it'd be like a big fucking buffet style kind of almost. For like all the people that were working at the tour and
yeah.
helping them do it. Yeah, it was fucking great. Jamming on some shawarma and shit, man. It was awesome.
Some shawarma?
Yeah. Bushka turned me on to shawarma. I'd never had it before. I was like, what? Shawarma? It sounds like something I say when my asshole's blistering from a Rhea.
Yeah, I get this chicken shawarma from TJ's.
Yeah.
kind of burn out on it though. You know, it's good for a while, but then it's like, and then